Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to play another clip from the young lady because it's going to tie into what I'm about to talk about right now. Because you see, we have been told, I remember to hit the like button coming through the door. We have been told, ladies and gentlemen, that yes, things are amazing. Jamaica is at its best position it has been. And big up Dan Star Strong. Alright, I see you. Thank you so much. Alright. The economy is doing well and Jamaica is doing well and poverty is going down and all of these things, the picture that they're painting is that, yo, listen man, we are in a great space, man. Just hold the faith, and choose Jamaica. Lord have mercy. Anyway, Jack Vessel, big up yourself. Let's listen what this young lady has to say, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna go into the article.
In the hands of the oppressor is the minds of the oppressed. The powerful use education as a tool to keep the people enslaved mentally, as Bob Marley highlighted. Look at Jamaica's educational curriculum. It's still pushing a colonial agenda. We teach kids about people like Christopher Columbus. Why are we teaching them about their colonizers and giving these colonizers special shout out by mentioning the name? All that's doing is immortalizing murderers. All our kids need to know is, hey, some Europeans, they came here and they invaded our lands. We don't need to teach about them by name. The people who we need to be teaching about by name and ensuring that our kids don't forget the names of these people are Caribbean people who have contributed to society in such a way that it inspires our youths. People like the Derek Walcotts, St. Lucian poet who won a Nobel Prize for Literature in '92. Mary Seacole, Jamaican nurse who was celebrated for her efforts during the Crimean War. What was so special about Mary is that she ventured onto the battlefields during gunfire and she would heal wounded soldiers from both sides. These are the people we need to be paying special recognition to, or history curriculum, instead of focusing predominantly on slavery as if that's all we have to show for our past. Education is meant to be empowering. Teaching about slavery predominantly, how is that empowering people? All that's doing is deeply entrenching in the subconsciousness of our kids this idea of inferiority, this idea that it's okay to have your precious time and energy exploited to build the wealth of others. And stop teaching kids that they're descendants of slaves. We're descendants of stolen Africans who are free men and women in their countries. Also, look at our rules. I remember going to a school that said you can only let your hair out if it's straight. How many Jamaicans have straight hair? Like, the minority do. The minority who are of European and Asian descent. The rest of us have to chemically alter our hairs in order for it to be straight. So to tell us your black hair is unkempt and unprofessional is also to tell us that your blackness is not good enough and to push this Eurocentric view of beauty onto our people and then tell them, oh, you're emancipated. Make it make sense. Biko also goes on to say to us that, listen, the basic tenet of black consciousness is that the black man rejects all value system that seeks to make the black man a foreigner in the country of his birth and to reduce his basic human dignity. For education to be truly empowering, we need to erase all traces of Eurocentrism and ideas that have a oppressive colonial undertone.
I agree with everything she said. Every single word. Ain't that something? Our hair is a problem. So Rastas was vilified. It's not clean. It's not professional, right? But we are liberated. We are emancipated. Y'all better wake the hell up, man. I'm trying to tell you. They talk about inclusiveness, but the only inclusiveness they talking about is for a certain community. They're not trying to be inclusive of our of our culture or our norms and how we look. They try to demonize everything about us. But The real issue here, ladies and gentlemen, that I wanted to touch on is the education aspect. Because, see, if you're not educated, you know, and, you don't know how to read, not a fault of your own because the system failed you, well, they put things like this in the newspaper. All right? And for those that don't watch the news and don't understand what is going on, remember they told us that we are doing great and the economy is what's the word they used? A strong economy that can stand the what's going on, Yankee Bless, that can stand up to shocks and everything. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica Broilers expansion dreams turned sour as U.S. operations bleed cash. I said U.S. operations bleed cash. Jamaica Broilers Limited shares tumbled over 4% on Tuesday, wiping out $1.5 billion. US 9.4, Lord mercy, US 9.4 million in market value as investors react to the latest update on its USA operations. Now, this is the USA operations, but don't you think that this is going to directly affect us here in Jamaica, where this company is operating? And these companies have also faced losses here in Jamaica as well. So it's a double whammy effect. Just imagine what's going to be the domino effect of this. Right? It says here that JBG had informed the market in late March through its third quarter, November to January report, that corporate management had identified a number of issues relating to expense management and operational controls at its USA operation. Those issues resulted in the company's QR report being delayed by over 2 weeks before it was published on March 27th. That report revealed that the group reported a consolidated net loss of 1.5 billion for quarter 3, compared to a consolidated net profit of 1.3 billion in the prior period. So they almost lost the same amount of money they gained in the previous period prior. That drop in profit was largely influenced by the US operation, which had a net loss of US 13 billion, 2.5 13 million, which is 2.5 billion Jamaican. The US net loss was influenced by a variety of factors, such as invoices not being accounted for, accounted for correctly in prior report period, significant weather events in southern belt of the United States, and a drop in chicken prices from the US 1.8 pound to as low as US 1.15 per pound. Sorry. So it was $1.8 per pound, and now we're gone to 1.15. Yeah, that's a lot. Those senses add up, boy. Woo! Lord of mercy. That's 70. That's what? 65 cents. A 65-cent drop. Sheesh. 65 cents. Lord have mercy. External adversary were brought in to review the operation control and possible implication. These would have on the financial performance of the U.S. operation. All JBG subsidiary located outside of Jamaica are externally audited by non-Price Waterhouse Coopers, PwC. Damn, that's a weird one. Based on what Jamaica Broilers Corporation management team from Jamaica discovered with the U.S. operation, the entire U.S. management team was separated in January. This included Stephen Levi, president of the U.S. operations, and Sid Amog, vice president of the U.S. operations, WinCorp International Inc., who both resigned from JBG's board of directors on May 3rd. Levi resigned from the company after spending 22 years at the business, while Mogg retired after 33 years with the business. JBG Group President and Chief Executive Officer CEO Christopher Levi is currently overseeing the U.S. operations. Stephen Levi is the brother of Christopher and son of JBJ Chairman Robert E. Levi. Having received preliminary and not yet finalized reports from its external advisor, and having assessed the financial performance of the U.S. operation, the company wishes to disclose the following material information in keeping with the JCE rules Appendix 8, which it believes could have significant implications for the financial statements of the company, namely unsubstantiated accounting valuation methodologies affecting several financial statement lines items, including inventories and biological assets, stated the JBJ disclosure posted on Monday. Now, you heard what they said about unsubstantiated account valuations methodologies. When the Auditor General goes and do her audits and there is too much unaccounted for money, no receipts, no proper methodology in valuation and validating accounting, that is a problem for businesses. It's a severe problem. And when you have a country running and so many different areas of government, you know, local and otherwise, you know, cannot account for the monies, it is a severe problem, ladies and gentlemen. It says biological offers refers to animals owned by the company and used to generate revenue for business. According to the group, Jamaica Brawler's biological assets include beef cattle, breeder flocks held for production of hatching eggs, layer pullets being grown for sale to table egg farmers, layers, pullets held for production of table eggs, broilers, flocks, and various stages of growth. These biological assets are measured using different methodologies which are affecting the stage of growth of these animals. Man, let me see. He says blah blah blah. The issues identified appear to constitute material prior period errors and will, once determined and finalized, be fully corrected following the conclusion of the annual financial audit. Audit. You see where the problem lies? Audit. Alright. This is the skullduggery one, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me. So, them now do well. Mr. JBJ shares price closed Tuesday at 27.24, which left down to 20. You guys can go read the rest of that. Alright? Made my point where that is concerned. Now, I was going over when I breeze past Isaac Buchanan page. Let me refresh this. And the problems are mighty God of Daniel Awagwan. What could I cause all of this? Oh sir. But it's not safe. After I have the thing queue up, it's not safe at all. Only give me a second there, people. A good thing say me know how to find the history of my YouTube. Hey. Way. So I'm gonna see it. Come on, man. Start. Alright, never mind. I know what to do. I know what to do. Where's my phone? Let me play this one first. So I want to refresh this. Ah man, it did the same thing again. Portland News it depends still. You know exactly how to find it. Portland News. Portland News. Yeah man. Sure. Come off on my screen or something. Yo, what is man? Me done signing already, brother. Me no need for you to do this. And it don't work. Oh, it a work now? Okay. I was about to curse this goddamn thing out. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Have a good day. Sheesh. Anyway. The video now. See, this is the bad thing now, you know. Oh, man. I left that alone here, man. People, I wanted to share some things that's happening in Portland that kind of ties into some of the challenges we're having. You know, they say everything is gravy, but it really isn't. But they say we just want to focus on the negatives. But that's what Andrew Holness did when he was in opposition. He pointed out all the negative things that was going on with the PMP. But now it's his turn. The negatives then pile up and he caused the people in bad mind. What can go so? What can go so? Anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Alright?